Hi everyone, my name is Megan Candelaria and I'm going to be your instructor for this Math 1100 Number and Operations for Elementary Teachers class. So this is just a little introductory video to introduce you to myself and also to our online course management system. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm going to walk you through how we get to our course website, how we access my math lab, and kind of give a general rundown of the course. The easiest way to access our course website is from the LCCC homepage. Click on My LCCC. You'll have to sign in. Okay. I'm on my computer, so it doesn't automatic sign in, but you'll need to use your username and password. And then we're going to go into Canvas. Canvas is our online learning management system. So from in here, all of the courses that you're taking at LCCC, or in my case, all the courses that I'm teaching will be listed here. I'm going to pick our Math 1100 class right here and click on it, and I'm now inside of our course. So the first thing that you notice is we're here at a home page. The home page for our course kind of has everything that you need to access here. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Student View so that I'm seeing exactly what you guys see. All right, so a couple of things. At the very, very top, you'll see something that talks about virtual office hours. Because this is an online class, I realize that you may not be able to actually come to my office hours if you have questions or need help. So I do have virtual office hours. Those are scheduled for these times here. And so basically what that means is I am going to be right here on Zoom waiting to talk to you during those times. And you just click on that little link, and then you can click the join button. I'm not going to do that now because the session isn't there right now. But you can always get a hold of me that way. You can also give me a call. Or you can email me. I'm also more than happy to set up video conferencing sessions outside of those kind of set times. All right, I'm going to go back to our homepage. Okay, so kind of looking at all the little boxes here. Our syllabus is right here. That's probably the first thing you should probably take a look at is go ahead and look through our syllabus. You can look at our course information here. Okay, so description of the course, information about first and last day to drop or withdraw, important information, so important materials that you need to purchase. This is the same thing that's on the bookstore. If you have any questions, you can be sure to ask me. This is the book that we'll be using. You do not have to purchase a physical copy of the book. We will be using My Math Lab, and through that you'll have an e-version of the book. And in the My Math Lab video, I'll go through how to access that. And then I think this is technically listed as one of the required purchases for the EDEL class, but this is our manipulatives kit. Yours might look a little bit different because mine is a little older version, but we will be using this during our weekly activities and discussions. If we continue on through the syllabus, you can take a look at the different competencies, things we're going to do in this course, drop policy, cancellation information. One that everybody always likes to pay attention to, here's our grading information. So you can see how our grades are broken down and also what's an A, B, C, etc. Information on coursework. There's a lot of information in here, so I encourage you to take some time to take a look at this. So you can take a look at your responsibilities, homeworks and activities, how my math lab's gonna work, our online discussions, exams, 4 main points of this course. So spend some time on this page familiarizing yourself. Information about incomplete grades, academic dishonesty, your rights as a student, and then our tentative course schedule. You can pull that up right here. So that kind of breaks down the different things for the course. Back on our home page, so our course is going to be broken down into weeks. So each week we'll kind of do something a little bit different. And so right here is where I would start most weeks. This is our weekly to-dos. So right here, notice it says each week is going to basically follow the same pattern. I think it's a lot easier when you kind of have, okay, every Tuesday my math lab is due. Every Wednesday my activities are due. Thursdays I have to do discussions. Sundays I have to respond to discussions. That's kind of the set, how we're going to run this course. So you have those same due dates every week. For me, that's just a little bit easier because it kind of helps me schedule my time accordingly. Now, obviously, you can do those things early. That's not a problem, but those are when you have to have them done. And so you can kind of take a look at that here. Notice that on this page, I've actually put our due dates for both Math 1100 and EDEL 1410, just so that you can kind of look at your week all together. And then each week, I'll post our weekly activities. So we're in week 1 right here, Tuesday, January 22nd to Sunday, January 27th. So here we go. Let's take a look. what's going on. All right. So you have some readings that you need to do. You can find those here. You have some resources. Often these are going to be videos. So for example, this video I'm going to put right here in the resources. Other times I'll upload my own videos of kind of activities or examples of what we're working on for the week. I'll also find videos out there, so I won't always record my own videos. Sometimes I'll find videos that I think are worthwhile. But you need to do all the readings and watch the videos and explore the resources. That should be your first stop for the week. I'll sometimes do some extended activities. You are not required to do these extended activities. They're just things that I think are particularly interesting, but I'm aware that you have other things to do besides this class, and so you don't have to do the extended exploration activities, but you may want to if it's something that you find interesting. And then your assignments, here's the things that you have to turn into me or use as your assignment. So our online homework, we are going to use my math lab for that. And again, I'll record a separate video that goes through my math lab, but you can access your my math lab homework right from here. Notice I clicked right on my math lab orientation. Now, because I'm in student view and I don't have a student account, it's going to make me sign up for my math lab, so I'm not going to do that, but you can do it right here. It's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to go back to those weekly assignment page. Your activities for the week are going to be right here. You have 2 for this first week. The first is to do this scavenger hunt. So if I click on this, notice that it downloads this page. So you're going to print this, or you can try and do it on your computer, and you're going to fill out this little scavenger hunt. This just gives you an opportunity to explore Canvas, my math lab, and also the syllabus. Once you have that completed, let me get back to our page there. Once you have that completed, you can click on that second page, and you're going to submit the assignment. So you submit by choosing your file, and you're going to upload that. One thing that is super, super helpful for me is, well, 2 things really. When you're uploading assignments, 1, please put your name on the assignment. Just like if you were handing in an assignment, you'd never hand in an assignment without your name on it. It's really helpful if you do the same thing when you're turning in an assignment. Sometimes I print them so that I can actually write on them and give feedback. And when I do that, all of a sudden, if you didn't write your name on it, I have no way of knowing whose assignment it is. And the other thing is when you upload a file, if you can also include your name on that upload. So Candelaria, course, scavenger hunt. That again just makes it easier on my end for grading. So there's how we submit things. I'm going to go back to that home page. Okay, so back in our week 1 page, the other activity I'm going to ask you to do is just kind of think about online learning in general. So you're going to get to explore LCCC's online learning page and take these 3 surveys. You're going to use the information from those 3 surveys on our discussion this week. Administratively, I'm going to ask you to read and sign this course agreement. This just says, hey, this is an online course. Here are some of the things that are different about an online course. So read through those. If you have questions or concerns about any of them, please let me know. So again, you can download by clicking right here. And then when you're ready to turn it in, you'll click right here, and that'll take you to the assignment where you can upload that file. And then a discussion. We will have weekly discussions. Our discussion this week is just a class introduction. So you can click on that discussion. Here's the information, so basically what I'm asking you to discuss about. And when you're ready, you'll hit reply. So I'll hit reply, and then you can type your answer right here. You can upload pictures, you can upload files as part of that. That's all about you. And so each week on Thursdays, you'll need to answer the discussion here. And then by Sunday, you'll have to spend some time reading through the discussion pieces and responding to them. Think about the online discussion as what you would be doing in class. In general, these elementary education math classes are really interactive. So when I teach this as an in-person, face-to-face class, we do a lot of activities. And I say, okay, work together with your table and experiment with this division method. And then I kind of walk around as the instructor, give feedback, talk about what you're seeing. But it's really that peer-to-peer interaction that's really, really important in this class. Since we're doing this online, we're going to simulate that in 2 ways. One, I'm still going to have you doing those activities, but you'll be doing them kind of on your own, and then talking about them with your peers in these discussions. So really treat that discussion board as a way to learn from each other, to ask questions. So if you weren't sure, like on part of the activity, say, man, I wasn't totally sure about this part. Use the discussion board the same way you would if you were sitting right next to your friend in class and say, hey, what did you guys think about this? I thought this was a little weird. So that's kind of the purpose of that online discussion board. All right, let's see, going back to home. So that kind of went through our weekly to-dos. If you're ready to do the discussion and you just want to go right to the discussion, you can do that right there. I'm also going to kind of keep a running tally of the different activities that we're doing. So here's our week 1 activities. We're going to have exams in this class. So in Math 1100, there will be 2 exams, a midterm and a final. You can look kind of about the information. You can look for information about those right here. An important thing to realize is exams need to be proctored. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to do 2 parts for each exam. So the midterm exam will have an in-person, which needs to be proctored, and a take-home. The take-home is just like any take-home test. You can do it at home on your own, and then you'll upload the file to me. The proctored version, you need to go to a testing center or find an exam proctor. So if you're in Cheyenne, if you're in Laramie, the easiest way to do that is to go to one of the 2 LCCC exam centers, one on the Cheyenne campus, there's one in the Laramie campus. If you're not, don't worry, there's lots of different options. If you're up in Sheridan, you can use the testing center there. If you're in a small town somewhere that doesn't have a testing center, not a problem. We can figure it out that way too. I've had students use people like a high school teacher, a high school counselor. Libraries will often proctor exams. So we can work our way through that. Just realize you do have to have your exams proctored. So be thinking about that, because next week I'm going to ask you to tell me where are you thinking about having your exams proctored. Anyway, so on this exam information page, right now there's just some general information. In particular, the dates of the midterm and the final are right here. As we get closer to the midterm and the final, I'll also post things like study guides, review guides, sample exams, things like that. All right, heading back to that homepage. So my math lab, again, I'm gonna record a whole separate video on using my math lab, but this is gonna be how we access my math lab, one of the 2 ways that we access my math lab. I'll go into that a little more in the second video. Continuing to look at this kind of little matrix box here, assignments. This is pretty handy because it lists all of your assignments. So here are all of your upcoming assignments. Your first My Math Lab, the course scavenger hunt, that week 1 introduction, uploading that course agreement form, and then I like to remind you that you also have to respond to that week 1 discussion. Announcements. So I will occasionally make announcements in this class. You can access those either by scrolling down, and you can see there's our welcome announcement there. Or if you're worried that you might have missed something, you can also take a look at archived announcements. So we have only 1 announcement right now. It's a welcome announcement. And so you can take a look at that there. And then if you're interested in finding out a little more about me, who I am, who my family is, you can take a look here. I've just done a little biography along with a little photo bio. So if you're interested, spend some time there. If not, that's okay too. And then the big box down here at the bottom, excuse me, grades. Everybody always wants to know about their grades. So click in here, and as you get grades, they'll be listed right here. And then you can kind of also see your running total down here at the bottom. I try really hard to keep grades updated weekly. So if you're not seeing something, you may want to let me know. Every once in a while, things can get muted in the grade book, meaning I can see them as an instructor and you as a student can't. And I don't always know that that's happened unless someone's like, hey, why can't I see my introduction or my discussion from 2 weeks ago? So just keep me posted on what you're seeing and what you're not seeing. All right. Phew. That's kind of how we're going to navigate our course here. A couple of other things I want to share with you. One is our inbox here. So it's it's not going to let me access this as a student because I don't have student email, but right from here you can email me, so you can send me an email right within the system. You can also just email me directly. My email is listed on the syllabus. Oops. The other thing is the calendar. So I'm going to click out of student view because it won't let me access the calendar either in student view. But on the calendar, you can see all of your courses that you're taking right over here. For me, all of the courses that I'm teaching. Right now, I just have our 1100 highlighted. And you can see that it's telling me all of the things that I have coming up that are due in 1100. So I think that's really, really handy. Let's see, other things. Canvas, the website Canvas is best used on Chrome, I believe. So Google Chrome is the browser that's recommended. I use Safari sometimes in Firefox, and there do not seem to be problems. But if you are having problems, one of the things they recommend is trying Google Chrome. Same thing's true with my math lab. My math lab seems to work the best in Google Chrome. I'm trying to think about other important things. This video I know is getting a little long. So in general, I'm super excited about this class. I love Math 1100. It is one of my favorite classes to teach. Teaching it online is new for me, and so I'm learning how to teach in the online environment, just like you guys are learning about Math 1100. So just keep me posted with things that you have questions or concerns about. I'm pretty open to that, and we'll work together. I love teaching math. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about. And in particular, I'm a parent. So I have a 3-year-old, and then I have a daughter on the way. And so for me, I always think about you guys are potentially going to be my kids' teachers. And so it's really important to me that you get the most out of this class and that you learn to enjoy teaching math, because it can be super, super fun and you can have a huge impact on your students. And so I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited to be here. Please reach out if you have questions, comments, concerns. Email is for sure the best way to get in touch with me, but you're also welcome to call me. My email address, my phone number are all on that syllabus. So please let me know if you have questions, and I'm really looking forward to our semester together.